Hey guys, welcome back to the podcast. Today we're going to be talking about why do you push play on Life System. So Kay and I have been having a pretty weird couple days. The weather has been just incredibly cold lately. So the past couple days, the temperature has literally been around zero with really high winds, just so bitter cold. A good amount of snow and ice. So it's just been crazy the past couple days. And, you know, when that kind of stuff happens, it is much harder to push play than normally. Normally, it's not that hard to push play. You get into a real routine to just push play on your timers and just keep on going. You just do one thing after another and you feel good. You're making progress in life. It's really not that difficult when it is the same thing that you do every single day. On these hard days, you really need to learn how to ask yourself the question, why do I push play on Life System? Because if you don't have a strong why, you're going to stop doing it. So we've been iterating Life System. We've been making changes. We've been just coming up with new ideas. You know, we're working on building this business. So we're building this website. We are building courses. We are making a video or podcast every single day. Sometimes it's hard to stay on timers when things are just crazy. So, you know, we do not claim to be perfect with sticking to our timers at all, but we do claim to be people who never, ever give up. We are never going to give up. We're just going to keep on iterating to figure out what's working, what's not, remove the interferences in life, and just keep on going with Life System. So when Kay and I asked ourselves this question today, why do we push play on Life System? We came up with one simple answer. We cannot afford to not push play. We cannot be happy and healthy and productive without Life System. One of those things is going to slip. You know, maybe we'll be healthy and productive, but we're just going to be miserable. And when you're not happy, you're not going to stick with it long term. If we want to be happy and healthy and productive, we really need to be pushing play. So that's what we came up with. That's our answer. That is our simple answer for why do we live Life System. Now, you need to ask yourself that question. Why do you live your Life System? Why do you do it? Why do you push play every day? Why do you have an organization system? Why do you check your calendar when you do? Why do you wake up at the same time every day, way before you need to go to work? It's because you know that if you want to be happy and healthy and productive, then you need to have a Life System. So that's what we've got for you today. I'm going to see if Kay wants to jump in and talk about this herself.
Hey guys, it's Kay. Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Jay said. It's so important to know your why, and we're rediscovering our whys as well. So as we are preparing for our course, we're making our free Life System course, and we are finding places to iterate left and right, all over the place. And it's a good thing to do. Like we've talked about before, you don't want to throw out the baby with the bathwater. You want to find the ways that you can tweak something, improve it, make it better. You want to learn from your failures. So it's easy to feel like this isn't perfect. It needs work. So why would I use it? Why should I use this Life System when it's not perfect? But the reason is because it's helpful. Even with this version of Life System, and even like our previous version of Life System, Jay and I have come to the conclusion, like if we don't push play on this Life System, then we cannot be the best J&Kay that we can be. So with iterations, making our Life System better and taking it to the next level, Life System 3.0, it's probably like 10.0 at this point, but moving on to the next iteration of Life System, how much further can we get? How much further can we help you guys get? So it's definitely worth it to just go for it. Just even if something's not perfect, use it because it's helpful. If you don't try it, if you don't use it, then you're definitely not being helped. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just quit something because it's not perfect. But if you're using nothing, then you're not making any progress whatsoever. So try it, find out where you're failing, and get better. We've made other videos about that before, but we just believe so strongly about that. We've seen that the reason that we struggle in certain areas is because we don't remember the why behind them, or maybe because the why is confused. So we haven't been pushing play on what is currently our M3 or M4 timers, and it's because M3 is a conglomeration of a bunch of different things. We have a little bit of spiritual time in there. We have a little bit of like stat tracking day overview. We have a little bit of tasks, and it's a short time. It's like 25 or 30 minutes long overall, but it's just a bunch of things shoved into one, but it's just at that time of day. Right after breakfast, we push play on M3, and it's just, there's no cohesion to the items in M3 at the moment. It's just that time chunk. So we don't have a strong why. We have a huge why for Starbucks time because it feeds our souls. We have a huge why for M5, what our current M5 is, which is reaching out to our clients and our teachers because our business cannot run without it. So we push play on those every day. But we don't push play on M3. We don't push play on M4, which is more movement and chores, because maybe we're feeling tired, or maybe the house isn't that messy. We don't feel this urge to do it. And that also is going to need some iteration, M3 and M4, which by the time you hear this, they will mean different things to you. But our M3 and M4 was not, we didn't understand it. We didn't have a why behind, we didn't have a reason behind pushing play on them, so we wouldn't push play. They were all individually good things to do, but we didn't have the motivation to push play. So it's not about willpower, just like trying to force yourself to do something, as much as thinking deeply and figuring out the reason behind why you're doing something. Dave Ramsey, basically our financial mentor, talks about this all the time. If you're just making a budget or trying to get out of debt and you don't have a why, you don't have a deep, strong motivation that's in front of you, that's so intrinsic to your goal and that you're passionate about, then you won't stick with it. You will continue spending money on things that you don't need to be spending money on, and you won't be saving in certain areas. You'll be going back into debt because you feel like it's more important to buy that boat or even just go out to dinner than it is to get out of debt, unless you have a strong why for why you must get out of debt and you have no other option. So make sure you guys figure out your whys, not just about life system, but about everything in life. What is your motivation? If it's something that's important to you, you need to be able to verbalize and even write down your reasons, your whys behind why you're doing it. So I really encourage you guys to do that today. And even leave us a comment and let us know, what are your whys behind your life system or the other important aspects of your life. All right. Thanks, guys. Talk to you again soon.